Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and I just did a little bit of changing things up off screen. I switched out to our embroidered formal uniform. I'm actually curious just to see what this looks like in its full glory. That is a great uniform. Wow. I would love that uniform. Oh man, I might have to figure out how to do a little cosplay of that with this uniform, because that is great. Woof. Oh, I really like that. Do I have a formal robe at this point? The elegant house cloak, athletic, mysterious corduroy, elegant emerald. Dang. You know what? I'm ditching the robe officially. I'm starting to break things down a little bit. I'm gonna go no robe for a bit. But we should have some talents, 2 talent points available, because we have leveled up a couple times in the last couple of episodes. I'm going to look at our core stuff for a little bit. I am going to up our Wiggenweld efficacy because you really just need to have it as strong as possible. This is a tricky one. Evasion absorption. Ooh. That's actually a really good one. I think... Actually... Alright, so these are ones I still don't have, so I can't do anything with that. Trying to remember if there's anything good for the Room of Requirement stuff. No, not really. I don't really do much there. I think then... You know what? I will do this one, because that's a pretty solid upgrade, to be frank. But we should now be in a good spot to go to the Shadow of the Undercroft. Technically, it's telling me that I should do this without, like, I should actually fight people. You know what? I'm just going to do it like this. So, let me look again. It's focus. Use a focus potion. There we go. This is literally all you have to do. So, Edoras. Let that one wear off. And Maxima. Oh shoot. Wrong one. Excellent. There we go. Okay. So now we'll be able to learn to Pulso. But first... First, I would like to have us go to learn Confringo from Sebastian. So, we can basically follow the same path no matter what, so not that difficult. And then once we're done with these 2 things, because also, yeah, it's not daytime, so I'm not even going to be able to do anything with it just yet. But this way, That is to Professor Fig's space. We don't need to do that. But this will work. Alright. We'll work our way down. Poor Eddie Cleaver. Oh. Alright, so we did finally do the thing. Where are you going?
Revelio.
I lost the key. I lost the dang key. Where'd it go? I fully lost the key. Alright, well, we won't go after it just yet. Here we have Sebastian. How's it going, Sebastian?
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
I highly doubt
This
that,
way.
but okay.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
And we haven't seen this, like, in this playthrough just yet, but I was so confused by this. If you
Revelio.
if you Revelio, it's purple. It's like, okay, this is clearly something. But nope. Takes until this to figure out what it is. And it's
How did you find this place?
quite
My
something.
friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to
Sorry.
sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I hope that didn't mess up my recording at all. If it did, random statement about a caller, it's because I got a phone call. I'm hoping that that wasn't going through my TV. But
Revelio.
first off, gonna do a little bit of searching. This music theme that is playing right now, though, hands down my favorite musical theme within this. It is gorgeous. It's so tragic.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really?
All right.
Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
I neither would say that it sounds distinctly dangerous, nor would I say that that's ridiculous, but I will go with you on this one.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
All right. And
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
and this is such a good freaking spell in combat. So the fact that it takes so long for you to learn it, especially when you compare it to
You're getting it.
Incendio.
Ready to actually try it out?
So we will do that because Confringo
Stick
is
to the
better.
targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Yeah.
Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Easy peasy.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore
Well.
we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
I won't say it's almost too much, but there is something about the way he said that, again, concerning. And I had missed that element in previous playthroughs.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
All right.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
Honestly, at this point, he has kind of proven himself to be extremely trustworthy.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you. I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Perfect. All right. Sorry for that sudden shift there. I was just trying to figure out what was going on with the phone call that I got while we were just recording a bit earlier. But let's leave the Undercroft. We're okay. We've found everything we can. And, uh-oh.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
I stumbled upon it.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
I promise not to say anything.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
All right. Well, and then Ominous goes in. So, let's work our way down to Professor Sharp then, so we can get to Pulso.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Why, when I go to Gringotts, do I get some sniveling wizard telling me you've frittered away half our fortune on the sweet
I wonder if you
trolley?
might be able to help me with a
Are
small
you trying to bankrupt
project.
us? Put it on my mother's account, you say. Well, no more. I am cutting you off.
I love the Howlers. I have not even heard
I would like to teach you
a small number of them yet.
Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
All right. So, yeah, man, it's still nighttime. I thought more time would have passed. Well, you know what? I will get a hold of Duncan's side quest while we're
Spare
at
a
it.
moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all
Pleasure's
about
all
you,
mine.
of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I've had some good luck.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Yeah, what's to be scared of?
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how
Fair.
reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
That is unkind.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Any idea what I should expect?
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
I'll see what I can do.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
We won't do that one yet. I would rather take care of Professor Sharp's assignment quickly. Then we'll take a look at Professor
Hidden
Garlic's.
herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
It does sound quite intriguing. But not the time for it, I dare say. Not the time.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred clockwise.
Oh. Is she the one who was talking about the potions earlier? Huh. Okay.
I'll be unrivaled at...
Oh boy. Well, we have a key, so I'm going to follow it. Because I don't want to keep forgetting about the keys. Ah, I was a little late. I feel like it says hi there. It's kind of cute. That was a fail. There we go. All right. Wonderful. Have a chest though. Nocturnal Teal Ensemble. Or Nocturne Teal, rather.
Revelio.
Huh. Advance time. Yep, we will advance time. Come on. Oh, come on, dude. So it was day and it decided to not actually make it be day or something? Alright. There we go. What are you doing now, Gareth? You're actually following directions? Alright. That is a lot of potions, Samantha. Let's Professor Shark get back to his spot.
How are your assignments coming along?
We are all set, Professor.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do.
Perfect.
Concentrate.
Also,
do not
is
let your mind wander.
hugely useful. Oh, hello. That one really came up quickly behind me.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice.
Let's do...
Accio!
Whoops.
Not to go flinging your classmates. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Wonderful. All right. So now... How much time do we have? I think what we'll do... Well, let's take a quick look at Professor Garlick's. So, acquire and use a venomous tentacula, acquire and use a mandrake on multiple enemies simultaneously. So that's one that we are going to have to be in combat for. We haven't gotten a mandrake yet, but we definitely got some venomous tentacula. Let's go to Professor Fig. Get that taken care of. And then we won't have to worry quite as much about possible problems. Because I think I'm still trying to not rush everything. I definitely am still trying to not rush everything, but there definitely is a certain degree of not truly urgency, but urgency is kind of the closest word I can think of for it. For what we need. Like, I'm... Again, not trying to rush the story or anything like that. But I don't want to be... I don't want to dawdle on a lot of things.
I was
Hello,
hoping
Professor.
to see you.
All right, Professor.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
The way that your character chooses to explain that story is so bad.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Gotta love him. Gotta love our little Peevesy. Alright, so...
To think
basically...
it was beneath us all this time.
It's quite exciting, isn't it, Professor? We have... Where's... trying to remember when the pedestal appears. Ah, there. That is the pedestal. Okay.
This looks promising.
That it does.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course,
Hogwarts itself.
It's magnificent.
It really is something. And Professor Rackham should be reappearing.
If only you were here to see this.
I do feel bad for Fig. All of the memories pulling up his wife.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
All right.
Shall we have a look?
That we shall. Okay.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I believe I have.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
Do you know anything about the tower?
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
All right, I'll see you there.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
All right. Sounds good.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Okay. That Defendo's another really good one. Oh, another one?
It's time you learned, Glacius,
Oh,
the
boy.
freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Do I have another? Okay, that looks like it. So, we have a lot of possibilities opened up to us now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Got a nice view of ourselves with Professor Rackham there. Be sure to follow the links into the description for access to the Facebook group and Discord server, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out. But as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Hogwarts Legacy.